I've got the required amount of points with the freaking daily login. And here I was hoping to get the dailies only. Yeah, of fucking course. No damages to the fucking Soviet tank. Just fucking eats the whole fucking shot. Maybe the shot itself was made from a fucking hill, from a ascended position, and apparently it still was not enough to penetrate. What a fucking shit show. And of course, the wall hack degenerates. In the very first fucking battle of this shithole. According to intelligence, yeah right, if only some of these People were able to scout shit. Critical hits. Well, it's gonna take a while. But let's go with this, I guess. Yeah, but today's gonna be a relatively short one, I suppose. Because I didn't notice that I've got the 150th level with the daily login. So I don't even need to complete the spatial tasks. Ah, damn it, let's just skip that place. Right, of course. An 88 shot directly to the fucking... to the fucking bulldog will not fucking kill it. And now I cannot go any further because there's a freaking Hori. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Well, apparently the skirt was able to eat the most part of the heat shell, apparently. Well, great, now there are two enemy planes. Привет, Alexander. Sounds like somebody's trying to kill the Yak Tiger. Нет, не видел.
Artillerieschlag auf Koordinaten! Charlie! 3! Niederhalten! Charlie! 3! Bestätige Koordinaten! Aufgefasst! Abgefeuert! Attention to the map! Enemy forces have captured the zone! Ziel beschädigt! Feindliches Startfeuer in euer Sektor! Panzergranate geladen!
How the heck he knew there's a line of sight over there? I think I was looking in that direction constantly. What the fucking bullshit. Why the fuck am I surrounded from 3 sides in the middle of the map?
Artillerieschlag auf Koordinaten. Delta 4. Stören. Delta 4. Bestätige Koordinaten. Aufgefasst. Abgefeuert. Ziel getroffen. Enemy forces have captured the zone. Feindliches Startfeuer in eurem Sektor. Artillerieschlag auf Koordinaten. Echo 3. Zerschlagen. Echo 3. Bestätige Koordinaten. Aufgefasst. Abgefeuert. Getroffen. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Not a single fucking fight against fucking players. Every single one against the bots. And not a single quote-unquote fighter on this team is unable to fucking protect the skies. Because why the fuck they would that shit? Fighter planes are not supposed to fight the enemy planes and support their superiority in the air.
This time, the enemy has proven stronger. Withdraw. Aufsitzen und bereit machen für Feindkontakt. Klar machen zum Gefecht. Fahrer bereit. Richtschütze bereit. Leitschütze bereit. MG geladen.
Awful as fucking usual because I'm I'm trying to play this shit show.
7. Stören. Echo. 7. Bestätige Koordinaten. Aufgefasst. Abgefeuert.
Of course I'm getting shot by an imbecile that's incapable of doing shit by his own fucking hands. Through the fucking smoke screen. No fucking line of sight. No fucking surprise. Well, I have both German and Japanese tech trees at the top tiers available. Except maybe I do not have the top tier planes in the German tree. But the ground tree is basically completed. Except for the newly added SPAs. But that goes for both trees. Simply because high tiers are usually less playable. Because of the increasing amount of hackers on top tiers. Well, I'm pretty sure too. Like, if you know where the fuck everybody is, that's gonna make your fucking job much easier. So I'm pretty sure there are at least the same type of hackers there. Also, there are no markers, for example, in air battles. And yeah, I'm just not counting the arcade battles. And you can just use your aimbot to shoot at the enemy without any of your own skills. Like, why would you need to learn this game, how this shit fucking works if it freaking doesn't to begin with? On that, I can agree with the hackers. Hello, Peter. What the heck is that marker? It seems like I killed it by hitting its launcher with a sabot. Because I don't think I should have hit it with my actual shot. But maybe I'm wrong on that. That was a triple though, even according to the game. Really? You do not have a fucking line of sight, but you're capable of destroying my gun barrel? My machine gun was unable to freaking hit that shit. I do, but recently I was busy in the evenings, so I wasn't streaming anything else besides this. Okay, the Edgar was killed. Oh, they have a helicopter. It's kind of strange that you do not see the notifications of laser and helicopters in here. And you've got to go either into the binoculars or into your aim to see anything. Interesting. But there was a freaking marker as again. And no enemies. Great! It's under spawn protection. But apparently anti-air missiles are not as good against the ground targets. Okay, so that was an enemy after all. Yeah, great. A shot through battle compartment does absolutely nothing. Let's go with this maybe. What, 7 minutes of survival? I feel like that's honestly the first time somebody's even concerned about the time you play. Why the hell did I hear some smoke grenades on my left? I mean, that's quite understandable. The game is in such a shit state at the moment. And it's getting worse by every freaking patch. Even in the latest one, they broke stuff like everywhere. They broke anti-air belts for both air vehicles and ground vehicles. They broke air-to-air missiles. They broke spawn points for the ground battles, in my opinion, with this new quote-unquote bad weather mechanic. Etc, etc, etc. But breaking the PC is not what you should do. You just should tell everybody that this game is a freaking piece of crap. And tell people to not spend money on it. Really? A shot through the whole tank did No damage? I don't know. I do remember I did try to play it when the ground battles were in some early beta, I guess? But I didn't like the level of polish at the time. So I've stopped doing that shortly and come back much later. And while I can play both air and naval battles as well, I'm still more concentrated on the ground ones. Yeah, that's what I do as well. The only difference is I've got the gold from the Thunder Show. That's why I've got my free battle pass. And previously, right, previously we had the golden, what, not the bets, what's the name of this crap? Wagers, we had golden wagers previously and we were able to get some gold this way. No, air battles are even more bullshit than the ground ones. And since there's no marathon that requires me to do any of that, although it seems like there's a naval marathon next, so I guess I'm gonna be concentrating on that one very soon. It's not even like you don't have to spend money. The thing is, of course you can reward developers for when they're doing their job properly, but these developers are not of this kind. But unfortunately, whenever people see a sale, they open up their wallets and flash their credit cards. So yeah, basically, if it was a nice game, they would have been providing quote-unquote nice service, and it would be fine to pay for it. But unfortunately, over the years, they were only making stuff less realistic, even though they're still trying to promote their game as one of the most realistic game of all times. With only more unexplainable situations. Like literally the one from the previous battle when my shot didn't do any damage. Or for the new viewers, you can check out this bullshit. When a high explosive shell did, well, hit a BMP head on and did absolutely nothing. But that's already from some time before. What? Well, apparently even the thermals are unable to see a freaking tank anymore. Damn it. I was doing something else.
We're ahead of the enemy.
No, not really. I just like the vehicles.
Air 040. Height 300 meters.
Oh, that's just a freaking drone.
Air 060. Height 300 meters. Attention to the map.
It's actually quite a pity that they removed the bridge of this. Oh, okay. Guess they didn't. But it's almost invisible on the map for some reason. Did I decrease the scale again?
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Also, one of the new bugs, whenever you're trying to aim at the windmills, your gunner says it's a freaking enemy. Apparently also, the windmills did not have any collision model, and you were able to hide inside them. At least for when you were moving. You can find a video of that on Zenturion's channel, I guess. But it was they're still impenetrable to the shots, so you were just basically were able to hide yourself inside the windmill, and the enemies would not be able to do anything about you. Yep, my gunner still says that's an enemy, even though it's a different kind of windmills I was talking about. I was talking about the stone ones. But I guess all the windmills are the enemies, and we're all at Don Quixote's. That was a very strange battle, honestly. Really, apparently we do not have any maps on this in this game at all. Only this one. I can actually try and use the Yak Tiger over here. Even though it's a 7.3 battle.
Aufrücken! Luftaufbau! Rechtsbereitschaft herstellen! Kraftfahrer bereit! Lichtschütze bereit! Ladeschütze bereit!
Looks like I do not have a proper rangefinder on this vehicle. Unfortunately. The only problem from the enemy should be any bearers. And hopefully there's not gonna be a lot of hit shots from the enemy side. But who knows? Oh. Really? A charioteer just one-shotted an object 268. That's hardly believable, honestly. Considering the amount of angles of the armor. Right, the 128mm cannon is unable to deal any damage to the East 3, while the charioteer is easily just one-shotting everybody, even though its shots are just not made for sloped armor. Oh yeah, of fucking course. The side of the turret is thicker than these cannons capable of penetrating.
Panzergranate geladen! Ziel beschädigt! Ziel zerstört!
Wow, would you look at that? I was able to penetrate the side turret.
Panzer, 12 Uhr. Entfernung 450 Meter.
Really? I did no damage to the 2065, but I did get the assist somehow. Very interesting.
Panzergranate geladen. Attention to the designated grid square.
I've told you. I've warned you, and you didn't friggin' listen. Really? Apparently there's no fucking allies behind, even though there were like tens of them. Just a second ago.
Attack the A point. Allied forces have captured a zone. Artillerieschlag auf Koordinaten. Delta 2. Niederhalten. Delta 2. Bestätige Koordinaten. Aufgepasst. Abgefeuert. Our victory is near. Enemy forces have captured that zone. Ziel beschädigt. Panzergranate geladen. Panzergranate geladen. Ziel beschädigt.
Right, another invulnerable wallhack imbecile. No fucking surprise here either.
Attention to the map. Attention to the map.
Would you fucking look at that? A 105 shot with 300 grams of TNT does not kill a fucking SPA.
Panzergranate geladen.
God damn it, not an SPA, the SPG M109. Apparently that is not fucking enough to destroy an armorless vehicle. Especially when almost all the crew is concentrated in a single turret compartment, basically.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
How strange that 42 kilometers on a King Tiger seems so friggin' fast. While on the other vehicle, on the other smaller vehicles, it doesn't seem like it. And feels much, much slower.
Panzergranate geladen.
Yeah, of course, and a shot to the cupola does fucking nothing.
Panzergranate geladen. Panzergranate geladen.
Yep, and apparently I cannot penetrate the fucking turret with my cannon. Even though I clearly see a huge fucking hole in its turret. The shot just doesn't work. He already paid enough, in my opinion. The fact that he was able to survive 2 direct hits and 2 direct penetrations of this cannon, of these shots. So this cannon is more powerful than the long barrel 88, at least at least after the buff, because previously this cannon was actually worse in terms of penetration. It was still better in terms of high explosive filament. Like what? I honestly don't remember. It's like maybe 2 times. I guess I've got to check the high explosive filament on the 88. Either way, the difference between these two cannons was that the 88 had higher penetration, but less high explosives inside. So it just resulted in less one-shot probabilities, I guess. But now they've buffed this cannon, and you have more penetration, more explosives, and faster reload. Well, not faster as in faster than an 88, but faster than the 105 had before. God damn it. What? Oh, that's where he was. Really?
Panzergranate geladen.
Are you fucking joking me?
MG geladen. Allied forces. Wir wurden getroffen. Ziel zerstört. Panzergranate geladen.
And another M109 just brushes off a hit like that. But finally, a high explosive shot was enough to deal with it. And I'm almost out of shots. I don't think I have enough time to get to the battlefield, especially considering there's a thunderbolt flying around. But oh well, it's still a nuke. Oh, and 12 kills. Yeah, I don't have enough time to drop it in time. But hopefully this should have been enough for the second daily objective. Yep, that was enough critical hits. 2k. Not bad, I guess. And especially considering the fact that I'm playing at rank 5. It's rank 5, right? No, it's 4. Okay, let's check the filament on the King Tigers. Okay, the amount of explosives is 3 times less than the amount of explosives on the King Tiger 105. And that still was not enough to one-shot an IS-2 tank while shooting through its cupola for some friggin' reason. Why? How the fuck enemies are able to do the same, but I am not able to do this? Why the fuck this game works differently for all its players? Either way, we're gonna end this for today on these stupid freaking questions that the developers are not gonna be answer anytime soon. See.